Good afternoon, Falafel Junior members. First of all, I'd like to welcome the newcomers to the league this year. You had Dead Duck, of course, who won Falafel Embryo last year and earned his way into Falafel Junior. And then, of course, you had handouts given out to some other unlikely or undeserving fellows, I should say, such as Caveman and Mr. Me Seeks. Welcome to Falafel Junior as well, fellas. You know I'm kidding. I love all you guys. You know how this goes. You were all in the league last year, so you know that we are doing weekly videos. We go over week 1, hand out some awards, and then we look forward to week 2 in the matchups that are coming up. So without wasting any more of your time, and most importantly, my time, let's get right into it with the first award, Heisa Kite Award. This goes to the highest scoring player each week. That goes to Caveman, the newcomer himself, with 128 points. He had Kareem Hunt, of course. He had 6 of his 9 starters go into double digits, and Le'Veon Bell was not even one of them. So Mike's got a pretty good team. You guys might be in a little bit of trouble here. We've got the sloppiest scroll in the bar. That goes to P. Dolo this week. P. Dolo finds his way into Embryo. Yeah, I didn't welcome him in. He fell from Falafel into Falafel Junior. So welcome to Embryo. You start off much like I did with a bad week. So 67.7 points. 2 of your 8 starters were able to get into double digits. You had 10.6 points combined from your lowest 4 starters. And I also noticed that you have 8 rookies on your team. That is half of your roster. 14 players, not including your defense and your kicker. So that's pretty crazy. You got a lot of rooks on your team. I just thought that was pretty weird. The baddest bench, that goes to P. Dolo this week as well. That's 73.2 points. He outscored his own starting lineup. He had Tariq Cohen with 21 points, Cooper Kupp with 15 points, and Deshaun Kaiser with 18.6 points. So pretty interesting there. Your bench almost doubled my falafel score this week, which if you guys have not heard, was terrible. 41 points. Jesus Christ. I skipped an award, so let's go back to the Who Let You In award. That goes to the winner of the most lopsided matchup this week. That goes to Caveman with his 47.8 point victory over Jacob Niner. Not supposed to be here today award. That goes to the most unlikely winner of the week. And because the season just started, we're going to give things a few weeks to shake out. We are going to start giving this award out in week 5. Tighter than a crab's vagina. This one goes to the winner of the closest matchup. And that goes to Hoog this week, who won his matchup over Army Dam by a mere 1.8 points. That's a close one. So Hoog gets the narrow victory here, which most likely means we are going to see Army Dan in this following award, which is Milk Was a Bad Choice. Player on your bench that you could have started that would have changed the outcome of your game. So starting with Army Dan, had he started DeAndre Washington over Eddie Lacy, he would have earned the victory there. Mr. Me Seeks, if you started Matt Stafford over Andy Dalton, I'm sure you're well aware of this, you would have won your game as well. Trade Fantasy, had you started Fleener over Gronkowski, Chris Hogan, or John Brown, you would have earned your matchup victory as well. And Showcase, if you had started Mike Gillisley over Mike Wallace, you also would have won. So just chose the wrong Mike there. Finally, we've got the fucking Chuck Norris Award. That goes to the team that scored the most amount of points, but still ended up losing his matchup this week. That goes to Trade Fantasy with 89.1 points. Would have beat 7 teams in the league, so right around half. Just better luck next time, brah. Better luck next time. So looking forward into week 2, we have something kind of crazy here. You got 7 matchups every week in your league. Every single matchup this week is a 1-0 versus an 0-1. So there is a chance after this week that there's still only all defeated teams and only all undefeated teams. I will go through all of these matchups. The first team I read is the 1-0 team. The second team I read is the 0-1 team. So first up, we've got Slime Suckin' Hogs versus Army Dan, followed by Jetty versus Mr. Me Seeks. Then we have Gates versus Showcase, Caveman versus Trade Fantasy, GA17 Austin versus P. Dolo, and then Hoog versus Jacob Niner. And finally, we have Dead Duck versus Money Martin. So good luck to everybody this week. I hope to see you all in Falafel next year. And if I'm not there, then I'll be seeing most of you in Junior because I got no faith. I got no faith anymore. So good luck, everyone. I will see you next week for the Week 2 awards and looking ahead into Week 3. Later.